Okay guys, welcome back. So following on from last week's video, which was very well received on the Vice Pro golf ball.
Yep, versus ProV1.
Yeah, a little comparison with the gold standard from Titleist. The people have spoken.
They have.
You wanted to see the Pro Plus go up against the ProV1X.
Here we are.
And we are here to deliver.
And did I hear you say you wanted to see the yellow ProV1X?
Well,
don't think you did, but I'll do it anyway.
Yeah, last week's video, great to read the comments on that stuff. Mostly positive, mostly people saying, yeah, played Vice, really liked it, good performing golf ball. There were some comments that some people said that maybe they didn't last as long for them. We chatted about that and we think it was maybe the prior version of an early version or something like that.
I was curious as to whether most of the complaints that were about durability must have been the 2018 one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't see, based on, we gave them a good beating in here.
Yeah.
And I expected to see something and they were fine. So I would say we gave them a lot more than 18 holes of a workout.
I know, it's very true. Yeah.
So from what we can see,
chewed up wedge shots.
Yeah, I want people to hesitate based on stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think it's worth trying.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting to me is we're kind of comparing two golf balls, four-piece golf balls, the firmer version in the lineup. But really, the way they're marketed, Matty, is not the same at all.
No, not
it's
really.
Very, very different. Pro Plus is marketed as a firm, low launch, low spin golf ball. ProV1X is a high launch, high spin golf ball.
I know.
So it will be very interesting to see from a marketing perspective what the delta is in those two, sort of perspectives on what their golf ball is designed to do.
It's totally true, because construction-wise, you're talking about two four-piece balls. We're going to assume the cover softness and compression are probably pretty close. Mm-hmm. But I think a lot of the time, Titleist marketing is relative to their other balls. Is that fair to say?
Yep.
When they say it's a high spin ball,
yeah,
it's relative, or if it's a low spin ball, it's relative.
Yeah.
Vice sort of has its own deal, so maybe it's just tough to compare them one-to-one without doing the numbers.
Yeah, and sometimes it's nice to do our own testing on these things rather than just believe the marketing.
That's the thing.
It's ultimately what we're here to do, isn't it? Just to see if it is as described on the packaging. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Usual.
Let's hit a few. Plate. Nice. Lovely.
It's good.
That sounded nice.
Yeah. Let me give you another one of those. That is a seriously spinny mid-iron. It's consistent too. This time I feel like there's compression differences between
really?
these. Only because they sound different off the face.
That looked nice.
It's good. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
Good. It's better.
Nice.
It's good.
Okay, Matty boy. Any sort of perception between the two golf balls? What did you feel?
I preferred the feel of the ProV1X, and I suspect that translates to it being a bit softer, maybe not cover, but core or something.
Okay.
So I perceived the ProV1X when I hit it to be just a more solid feeling. That may be pretty picky and personal, but if I had to pick two just based on feel, that's what I would pick.
That's what you liked.
Yeah.
Launch ProV1X was a little bit lower.
So it launched lower, spun more? Is that fair to say?
Yeah, 11,077 on the ProV1X versus 10,905.
Okay. I mean, we're not
Couple
talking
hundred.
much.
Yeah, couple hundred. Not too much at all.
I think you'd expect the Wedge flight would look pretty much the same with both.
Yes. Yeah, and there was one. Yeah, there was one that kind of spiked a little bit, and we did see when in testing, ProV1X tended to have a higher window.
Yeah.
On the wedges.
Without a doubt. Yeah.
Okay, let's have a look at the 7-iron. So this one surprised us a little bit.
Yeah, so the iron is mostly a spin story then, yeah?
Yeah.
It's a higher spinning ball.
Yeah.
It is a very high spinning ball.
Yeah, another 300. Last week the Vice Pro spun at 6,500 on the 7-iron.
So they're both high spinning balls.
They both spin quite a lot in the mid-irons.
Categories of how high you want it. Interesting.
Which is good because they perform well off the driver.
Yeah.
Certainly it had a little higher spin off the driver last week,
It
Pro,
did. Yep.
than Pro V1. Close to identical.
Yeah.
It's 170 on both, within 0.3 of a degree, within 50-ish, 48 RPMs.
Yeah. Yardage.
Basically same carry.
Yeah.
Turned over the Vice a little bit more. Probably nothing to do with the ball, just how we hit them.
A couple of ball or shots I hit with both had almost the same numbers.
Yeah.
So I do think off the driver they're remarkably similar.
But they're very compatible golf
They are.
balls.
And
Very
Vice
compatible.
has lower spinning balls. These are meant to be the high spinning balls.
Yeah.
There's 3 other model of balls, so it's not a knock on it. But if someone's looking for a good high spinning ball, then you've got 2 options really: 3-piece or 4-piece.
Absolutely. And their story's much more about the compression, swing speed.
Yeah.
But again, I don't know if we're entirely buying into that.
Yeah, we don't do that anyway, right? In
No.
terms of categorizing. So
I don't think so. So this is good. This is good. Not too much in it. Not too much. Spin was different on the 7-iron. That was literally about all.
yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. It's about as good as you can get in terms of value for money.
It really is. We did the same. I mean, it is a bit arbitrary, but we checked on the durability as we hit a bunch of shots.
Yeah.
Didn't see an issue. It's the same story as last time. We can't speak to how consistent the ball is. We know Pro V1's consistent. Is this one? Maybe.
Yeah.
But for the batch we got, the box we got, it's a good ball.
Would love to do an outdoor test with it. See how it holds up around the green, scuffs, landing on the green. How well does the paint hold up and
Because
all
the
that sort of
earth
stuff.
and sand and stuff, that can wear a cover
Like
differently.
if that ball hits the green and it's spinning on the green and stuff like that, those are where sort of some, maybe if you did save a few bucks on the paint or something, you could maybe see it a little bit more. Certainly off the grooves of the club, there's no issue with that.
Good. No, that's a good point.
Good.
We'll bring those outside with us along with a few others and check it out.
All right, guys. Yeah, I mean, I think it's fairly conclusive on our end. I'm sure you can kind of hear it from our breakdown, our summary there. We think the Vice golf ball is great. We think it's really can compete with the best that's out there. More testing for us to do. Obviously, you guys who play it, you'll know what it's like in the field a little bit better than we do. So really keen to see how it is once we get it out there and see if there's something we're missing.
Yeah, maybe a larger scale test, more balls. Maybe we start cutting a few balls open.
I would definitely like to do that. I definitely would like to do that. I'm curious to see if we do go through, 6 or a dozen or something like that.
Because there is data out there already that it is less consistent in construction. So fair to say, there's going to be reasons why something costs half the price. But we said it last week. You do have to decide if that's important to you.
Yeah.
It may not be that important to you.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
All
okay,
right.
guys, we've got more testing on this stuff to be done. As we mentioned earlier in our live today, Snell are sending us some more golf balls. We're going to do a little test of that. I've requested some yellow and white ones.
Nice.
So we can do a little test on both of those.
The yellow pearl.
Yellow pearls. There are a couple other golf balls that we've been sent. We will do some testing, some more Strixon, a new version from them.
Nice.
Quantix?
Quantix Golf. So
Quantix
Rick
Golf.
Shields did that. So people will have seen his probably 2 weeks ago, a review of those. So we'll do those too.
We've got those in here to test as well. So expect sort of every week a little bit of testing on some golf balls over the next couple of weeks anyway.
Good.
Okay. Stay tuned for more. We'll see you again soon.